Hi, nobodies. It has been kind of a humdrum day. I did get to go out and hit a couple of stores. Uh, Not my favorite places, but you have to venture into Walmart every once in a while, and then you see neat things at like Dollar Tree when you go. And then, of course, since I couldn't find what I wanted at Dollar Tree and Walmart, I had to go to Dollar General to pick up something. And of course, I couldn't just pick up the one thing. I found other things. Um, So, what I wanted to talk about today, I just finished watching this video from Ace Metaphor. You should Google him. He's pretty cool. He always has like some really strong motivational things to say. He's very deep, um, and very well spoken. I mean, I would like it if he didn't say axe, but that kind of hits me every time I hear axe, axe, axe. I'm like, no, it's ask. It's ask. And I don't care if you're white, black, or Asian, I'm going to be upset that you say axe because I know you know how to spell it. Very few people spell it the way that they're saying it when they say axe. Anyway, beyond that, because I'm kind of a Nazi about that. That and escape. It's escape, not escape. I don't know if he says that, but I know that I'll hear a lot of people around here. And then around here, there's also library. I hate when people say library. It's library, you know. What I decided to talk about is credit. Uh, it was a metaphor that I came up with to describe my trust in people. Everybody gets a line of credit. Now, granted, some people, just based on their vibe and appearance and general vicinity that I am encountering them in, their line of credit is not very high. They're at the no risk level. They're at the I see you coming, I'm ready to run if I got to, you know. Um, but I'm gonna wait until you're within talking distance. I will give people a line of credit. Um, Now, if you come highly recommended by people, like if you're cool with somebody that I'm cool with, you obviously start out with a higher line of credit than somebody in the hood who looks like they're selling dope. It's like you're going to have a higher line of credit because I know somebody who knows you. You're going to have a higher line of credit if you are like, if I'm in a business setting and you're just really nice and helpful. If I see you again, you have a stronger line of credit than any other quote unquote stranger because I remember the thing. Because they, like business people, like cashiers and stuff like that, their line of credit is higher than a stranger on the street because I know what they're going to ask of me. I know basically what I'm going to get there. They are absolutely no risk for me. Now, here's the thing with credit. Just like with a credit card, my emotional credit, it builds or it goes away. If you're not treating me well, that's like not making a payment. It's like, hey, except unlike an actual credit card company, you lose some of your line of credit. It's not just that I give you this line of like 20,000, and you can just keep spending. No, every misdeed knocks it down a bit. Your line of credit disappears without you because you are spending it. You're emotionally spending it and you're not paying in. There's also people, there's always going to be people in your life who are going to make the minimum payment, or they'll pay late. You know, they don't lose much credit, but they don't gain any either. As I said yesterday, my ex, he's different than a lot of people that I've said I'm done, and the amount of effort I will put into being around him and our conversations and such, because his line of credit is super high. Because even with the things that were not right, he never really did me wrong. He might have been a little late on some payments. I was laughing because my daughter sent me a message, and it was kind of funny. Those late payments, hey, sometimes shit comes up, and you can't make the payment on time, but you made the payment. It gets paid, and then of course, sometimes you get extra. They pay extra, and I don't overlook that, that if it's late, I don't expect to get instant payment on that credit. Like I said, it's credit. As long as I eventually see something, pay by the due date. Is there an actual due date? There is. And it depends on what I've done for you, David's got pretty much unlimited credit with me. Now, there are other people that don't. My aunt, I just said that, and then I said my aunt has unlimited credit too, with me, because over the years she's shown that she is no risk. There is no chance in hell she's gonna fuck me over. Now, I can't say that my ex is no risk, because the thing is with certain people, that there's always that chance that there's going to be bitterness, there's going to be issues that come up that cause two people to be mean to each other or say something they shouldn't say, because maybe that person is on their nerve on a day when it's a bad day to be on someone's nerve. I don't ever say on my nerves. Everybody's on my nerves most of the time. No, it's when they get to the last one that there's a problem. But everyone gets a line of credit with me. It's a certain amount of trust. I think that my aunt is the only one who's got unlimited credit. My dad had unlimited credit. My mom, not a whole lot of credit there. Was she dependable? To a degree. She was a late payer. But I knew that I had to be careful with her. How much credit do I extend her at this point in time? Like, hers was like a sliding scale type of thing. Because any day she could just flip on you, and you'd be like, I never want to see that bitch again. Never. Now, did she ever, she was, her emotional credit was shit. Her physical credit, because there are two different kinds. Because, there are people who they're not going to hit you. They're not going to steal from you. They're not going to lie about you, in a way that gets you in trouble, that costs you to lose a job, lose your home. That's physical credit. And my mom had that. She had plenty of physical credit. But emotional credit, she didn't have. And it's understandable. I guess that's why it's understandable to me that with some people, they don't trust anybody. So that's one of those that's one of those credits where you have to pay in to show that I'm not a risk. Now, I find myself in a situation where I'm paying in and I'm like, well, how much do I have to pay before you extend me a line of credit? You know, is it just always going to be me putting in the money and saying, like I've put $500 in, so I've got $500 credit? Or are you eventually going to say, you've put $500 in, so I'm going to extend you a line of credit for $1,000, or $750? I mean, just something, give me something back that says, I want you here. I want to be real. I see you. And like I said, I get it with people who are, I call them emotionally damaged. I mean, I'm emotionally damaged, but I'm emotionally damaged in a different way. I don't protect myself from the possibility that I could get hurt. I give myself the opportunity for things to work. Some people, they're just like, it's going to fail. It's going to fail. It's going to fail. And if you expect failure, you'll get failure. And I'm just not that jaded. I am not going to put on somebody what someone else did. It's not me. I cannot be that way, and I do not want to be that way, because I know that I am me. I am not my friend Corey. I am not my friend Crystal. I am not your ex Ralph. I am not your best gal pal that you had when you were 13. I'm not her. I am Anne. I am me. And I have to put out into the world what I want to get back. And so I give people that line of credit. And it's not hard to gain it with me. I mean, in all actuality, it's like you do the bare minimum, you pay the minimum, you've got me around forever. Just by paying the minimum balance. Does that make me happy? No, it doesn't make me happy. Because I want to see, I want to see like initiative. I want to see somebody putting something in. I want to see that they're doing, and I mean, I've had that, that I see what people put in. Is it always what I want them to put in? No, but I respect the effort. I'm grateful for the extra effort, even if it's not exactly what I want, because I also don't expect people to give me exactly what I want, because I won't ask for it. I won't even tell them that it's something I need or something I want. It's like, no, I'm good. Yeah. I wonder how many times have I said I'm good and I've actually been good? I think normally I say I'm doing good. But when I say I'm good, and a person might want to, I just love you mad? No. Why would I be mad? I asked that question. And I almost always know why I would be mad. I'm just asking to see if you know why I should be mad. Because if you feel like I should be mad, maybe you shouldn't be doing what you think would make me mad. Because I try not to do things that make people mad. When I ask, are you mad at me? I'm like, what did I do wrong? When I ask it, I'm like, did I go too far? Did I misstep? Did I do this? Did I do that? Like I'm seriously worried. But actually, I don't even think I really asked that. Are you mad at me? I don't think I ask people that. I just assume that they are. Like if they're mad, I assume they're mad at me. If they're sad or sulking, I assume it's because I did something or didn't do something. And, or they're closed up because they feel like they can't talk to me. And the thing is I don't get where they got the idea that they can't tell me what the problem is. I mean, yeah, I don't do too well with constructive criticism. I mean, I will cry. Whether it's from madness or sadness, depends on what it is. But it does me no good if I'm doing something that upsets someone else and I keep doing it. Because if they don't tell me that it's a problem, I forget or I don't see it. I mean, these things have to be said, And I feel like when somebody feels like they can't talk to me or they won't talk to me, it's like they act like it's to me, it's like they don't trust me. So what if I cry? So what if I get upset? I can't stop doing what's upsetting you, or I can't apologize or try to make things right if I don't know what I did wrong. And if you don't talk to me and the thing has nothing to do with me, I won't be okay until you're okay. I have to know that it's not my fault, that you're not upset with me, you're upset with somebody else, or you're sad because of something else. These things have to be told to me, that if you're in a bad mood or upset, you have to tell me that it's not my fault. Otherwise, I'm going to be sitting there thinking, what did I do? Well, how do I fix this? And so it just works out better to just say, hey, this is what's going on, because I'm not going to judge somebody. I don't judge people, because if you knew half the fucking shit that goes through my head, you would know I am in no place to judge anybody. If you knew some of the stuff I've done in my past, I am in no position to judge anybody for what they've done. And I won't. I mean, provided that it isn't something like messing with kids. That's a whole different thing. But as far as you cheated on your girlfriend, of course, I am the last person you want to tell that to, because that puts me in a sticky situation where I don't like when people aren't honest about shit like that. It upsets me. I don't like that kind of thing, and so I can't keep that secret. There are certain secrets I can't keep. But if it come down to like something embarrassing, like if you sharded yourself, I'm not going to go tell everybody. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say, hey, he shit his pants. Thought it was a fart. Such a baby. He pissed the bed. I'm not going to say anything about that, because that I understand, and there's really no reason for me to tell people those things. But if you're doing something that's seriously wrong, at that point, I'm going to be like, hey, you need to tell your girlfriend. You need to tell that girl that you're messing around. If she thinks you're faithful, you need to be open about that. You need to be a fucking adult. I am going to lay down that I'm not comfortable with knowing that information and not telling the girl. Because that's kind of against my moral code, even though it has nothing to do with me. To know it, it's kind of like, I'd want somebody to tell me, even if they hate me. Of course, that might be a bonus for them. Anyway, it's been a pretty decent day. It's a beautiful day outside. Not super cold. I just wanted to talk about, just like in our lives, we need to figure out when to extend that line of credit to people. if you're somebody who automatically gives everybody like a major shot and you're always getting hurt, adjust how much credit you give them in the future. People in general know when to pull the plug on that line of credit too. Like when to say, I've given you enough. Now it's costing me. And that is not how a friendship works or a relationship is supposed to work. These are supposed to be give and take things. If I'm putting 10,000 credits worth of effort into you, I should get some credit back at some point in time. Something. At least respect. At least respect. So, that's my bit on that, and if you're somebody who doesn't give credit at all, consider, paying attention to the effort somebody's putting in. If they're doing their best, even if they're out of their fucking mind crazy, if they're trying, if they're attempting to be everything that you want them to be, if they're attempting to change whatever they've got to change to be around you, to be in your atmosphere, if they're putting forth that effort, give them credit for it. At some point, decide when you're going to extend that line of credit. Don't lock them out forever. Don't just be like, I'm just going to take. There's too many of those people in the world. So I'm having a good day. It's going to be a good night because I'm going to make it so. And as I always say, every moment is an opportunity to turn things around. Do what you got to do to make that happen. And have a good day. Bye.